Hi guys, Keith from Quantize here. This week I'm going to be sharing a tip with you for making your drum rack patterns more interesting by using the main effects that you've got set up in your track. So let's get stuck in. Here is a loop that I've made for this tutorial. Okay, so what we've got here is this dub stab, and occasionally some automation is sending it off to one of our main returns. And on here, we've got a ping pong and an overdrive to add a bit of grit. Now, what I would like to do is be able to send some of the drums from my drum rack off to get a little bit of this sort of distorted delay treatment. So let's have a look at how we go about that. I'm going to open up the chain view and then click on returns so we can see the effects returns, and you'll see there are already 2 returns in here, and they house effects on these returns. And if I open up the inputs and outputs, you'll see that currently, if I were, for example, to send my clap using one of the internal sends in the drum rack to either of these returns, what would happen is it will go into the return, it will pick up these effects, so it'll affect that dry signal, and then the audio goes to the rack output, which basically means this group fader for the drum rack, and then that gets sent to the master out. But we don't want to do that. What we want to do is set up a return that's completely transparent, so it has no effects of its own, and its output then goes over so that it picks up this ping pong and overdrive from our main effect. And if we have more returns, we could set up a bunch of these. So let's have a look at this. All we need to do is right click, create a chain. I'm going to hit Command R to rename this, just the same as that main return for clarity. And then in the audio too, all of my returns will show up. I've only got the one at the moment. I select that, and now we're in a situation where, as you can see, extra returns have been added, have been added for that return. And so if I boost the volume going to the return using send C, then the clap will come into this return. There are absolutely no effects to color it, and it will just go straight from that audio out into our return, just like any track would that we've got set up, the tape hiss, the dub delay, and so on. So that's how we can sort of escape this built-in world of the drum rack and use external effects. So let's have a listen to this. I'll take those dub stabs off. So you get the idea. And this way we can obviously now start utilizing a whole bunch of other effects that are being shared potentially by all of the different MIDI or audio tracks in our project. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you can utilize that in your own tracks. As always, if you found the video useful, please do subscribe, like, share. Any of that stuff is really useful for us and we really appreciate it. Happy music making. Take care.